Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Yes, this is going to be cool. Hey, welcome back to Discovery Ranch. I'm Mr. Dawson, and I'm here to take you on some adventures around the ranch so that we can learn how to read and write. Do you know what I was doing right now? I was just looking at one of these activity books that you can get if you will write to us and show us some of the work that you've been learning. If you send it to us right here at Valley PBS, you can get one of these really cool workbooks. And man, oh, I think you'll want one of these. All right, it's reading day. Let's get started. We have an essential question. Our essential question is, how do tools help us to explore? That's right, like this magnifying glass right here. That's a tool, and it can help us explore. Well, today, we're going to read a book that's going to tell all about that. And it is right here. Here's our book. Do you remember? It has a front cover, it has a back cover, and it has a spine. If we come back to the front cover, we can see the title. The title is The Handiest Things in the World, and it was written by Andrew Clements. Now remember, there's two kinds of books. We can have a narrative book, which is like a story. It tells a story. Or we can have informational books, where it gives us information. This book is an informational book, so it's going to give us some information. So you got to pay attention to it, because like always, we are going to be asking questions about this book after we've read it. After we read it, I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to ask questions. You have to know it. So I want you to really pay attention to the book as we read it. And I hope you enjoy this story. And it's called, remember, it's called The Handiest Things in the World. Enjoy the book.
The Handiest Things in the World by Andrew Clements, photographs by Raquel Jaramillo. The handiest things in the world. Of all the handy things there are, the hand itself is best by far. To grab, to hold, to pull or twist, the hand itself is handiest. But other things are handy too. Just look around, you'll see it's true. Which things are handiest for you depends on what you need to do. The things I want to show you here, things old and new from far and near, they all came from a simple plan. The hand is where they all began. Mealtime happens every day. Keep your fingers clean this way. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Add, subtract, then add again. 2 wet hands can hold and pour. This will pour a whole lot more. Raindrops falling from the sky. This will help to keep you dry. Wish I might, wish I may. Sweep this dusty stuff away. Handmade shade for squinty eyes. This will help with sunny skies. Digging in and scooping down. Let's move lots of dirt around. Tidy is the way to be. This will help enormously. Flap a hand to make a breeze. Push more air with one of these. Tap in rhythm, keep the beat. Work with these and make some heat. What's the width or length or height? This thing always gets it right. Sticky fingers makes a mess. Mixers, make the mess much less. Waves will wash these words away. Write this way and words will stay. Many years have come and gone. Our hands keep working on and on. And as the future years unfold, new handy tools will grip and hold. Whatever we may need to do, one fact remains forever true. For sharing love with tenderness, the hand itself is handiest.
Wasn't that a great informational book? Did you see all the things that you could do with your hands? That was amazing. Well, listen, here it is. Now it's time for some questions. Did you listen? Do you have the information? I'm going to show you a little trick. Are you ready? Here's the first question. The first question, what are some of the tools from the book that you think were really handy? Do you remember some of them? Well, I know there was chopsticks. What else? There was a calculator. Wait a minute. Now, if you can't remember, sometimes you know what you can do? You can come back and look at the book again. So let's take a look at some of the pictures and see some of the handiest tools in the world. There are the chopsticks. So if I don't remember, I can come back to the book, and that's okay. Oh, what was this? It was a calculator. You could do it with your hands, but a calculator would be much more fun. And then what was this one? It was the watering can, right. It was the watering. You know what? I want to park and stop right here and look at this page, these two pages for a little bit. Are you ready? I want to talk to you about how we read. Do you notice when we read, we always start on the left side. And when we're finished with the left side of the book, then we go to the right side. It wouldn't make much sense if I said this will pour a whole lot more if I haven't read two wet hands can hold and pour. Doesn't quite make sense. So that's why we always read the left side first and then the right side. Even more. When you're reading, you start on the left side of the words and then you go right. So I wouldn't start on this side and go this way because then it would say hands wet too. Huh? That didn't make sense. But if I go two wet hands, that does make sense. Right. And here's another clue, another thing that we have to learn. When we go across, there's more words. What do? We do a return sweep. What is a return sweep? A return sweep says, when I get to the end, I go down and start at the very beginning on the right, left again, and then go again. So I start on the left and go to the right. Start on the left and go to the right. Start on the left and go to the right as I do my return sweeps. So that says, two wet hands can hold and pour. This will pour a whole lot more. What will pour a whole lot more? Yes, there is our picture clue, a watering can. All right, if I look up here, this is going to be our last thing, I think. If we have enough time to do everything, it says, what is something that is the same in both photograph and things that is different. Draw what is different. So here we go. Oh, watch Mr. Dawson draw. What is different here? Here, they're pouring with their hands. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, there we go. And maybe I can have some water right here, and it's pouring down. There it is. And what were they using to pour here? A watering can. Now, my friend, Mrs. Hammond, she drew me a picture, and I'm going to use it. Here we go. You ready? So if I have a watering can, it had this and it had that, and then like this. Okay, right? And then we go down like this and come over here. And then we have to put a handle in there. And then there's a whole bunch of dots for all the water to come out. How's that? Is that pretty good? And then all the water would come out if we poured it. Right. Now, let's finish the sentence that we have. Let's look at the sentence. It says, you can use your hands and a watering can to... What can we do with a watering can in our hands? What did it say in the book? Yes, it says we can pour water. So we have to finish the sentence. Are you ready? You can use your hands and a watering can to pour water. Let's think of that word pour. Now that's a really hard word for kindergarten, but you know what we can do? We can work together. You ready? So my first sound in pour, listen to it. P, p. What was that first sound? P. Right. P is for P. So I'm going to write a P. Now listen. The middle sounds are kind of hard because it's two sounds working together. So I'm going to put O and U. Now, but you can help me with the last sound. Is for R, right. Now let's do the next word, water. Water. Help me with that first sound. What is for W, right. W. Now, I'm going to write all the sounds in the middle, A, T, and E. And what's that last sound that you heard in water? Listen, water, is for R, right. You are amazing. And remember, at the end, when we're done with everything, what do? Yes, we have to have a period. Amazing. We learned a lot of things today. We learned about the book. And we learned, we read the book and we had comprehension questions. Oh my gosh, that was so awesome. And then we wrote a sentence. That was amazing. We had a great week. I hope to see you next week. Bye.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.